You're looking at watches that cost more than entire skyscrapers, and the Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch sits at the apex of this ultra-exclusive world with its $18 million price tag. In the next few minutes, I'm going to take you inside the mind-boggling creation process of this horological masterpiece, reveal the nearly impossible diamond-setting techniques that cover every surface in 260 carats of emerald-cut brilliance, and show you the skeletal tourbillon movement that proves this isn't just jewelry, it's haute horlogerie at its most extreme. We'll explore why billionaires don't just buy this watch to tell time, but as the ultimate silent declaration of their financial dominance, and I'll reveal some shocking details about the sourcing and cutting of these diamonds that most people never get to hear. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more exciting stuff. Number 7. Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch. The Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch lives up to its name with unapologetic extravagance, carrying a jaw-dropping price tag of $18 million. Created by Jacob Arabo, the founder of Jacob & Co., this timepiece is one of the most audacious displays of wealth and craftsmanship ever strapped to a wrist. What immediately commands attention is its surface, covered entirely in 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds. Each stone is meticulously matched for size, clarity, and brilliance, set into an 18K white gold bracelet that blazes with light from every angle. These emerald-cut diamonds are among the most difficult to source and cut, making their sheer number on a single watch an almost unthinkable achievement. The design gives the impression that the entire timepiece has been carved out of a single block of brilliance. Beyond the diamonds, the watch features a skeletonized tourbillon movement that puts the mechanics on full display. Every gear, bridge, and spring is visible beneath the transparent architecture, showcasing not only Jacob & Co.'s flair for high jewelry, but also its command of horological engineering. This movement is hand-wound and offers a 72-hour power reserve, ensuring that the Billionaire Watch is as technically impressive as it is visually overwhelming. The name itself, Billionaire, was chosen deliberately. It's more than a watch, it's a status symbol meant for the ultra-elite, a silent yet thunderous declaration of financial power. Owning it means more than measuring time. It's about controlling the narrative in a room where everyone else is already wealthy. To wear it is to stand apart, even among the most privileged circles. The first Billionaire Watch debuted in 2015 at Baselworld, instantly igniting conversation. Since then, Jacob & Co. has produced a handful of variations, each commanding extraordinary sums and attention. The watch gained mainstream headlines when boxing champion Floyd Mayweather purchased one in 2018 for $18 million, reinforcing its reputation as the ultimate prize for those living at the edge of extravagance. Every element of the Billionaire Watch is designed to provoke awe. From its wall of emerald-cut diamonds to its skeletonized movement, it transforms timekeeping into theater. This is not a watch for practicality. It's an artifact of luxury, an $18 million spark of ambition, excess, and brilliance that leaves an unforgettable impression. Number 6. Chopard 201 Carat Watch. The Chopard 201 Carat Watch is one of the most extravagant creations ever made, carrying a staggering price tag of $25 million. Produced by Swiss luxury house Chopard, this piece goes far beyond conventional watchmaking, transforming into a spectacle of color, rarity, and artistry that few objects on Earth can rival. At the heart of this dazzling design is an extraordinary collection of diamonds weighing a total of 201 carats. Among them are 3 headline stones, a 15-carat pink diamond, a 12-carat blue diamond, and an 11-carat white diamond. These 3 rare gems are positioned in a floral arrangement, surrounding the dial in a way that allows them to mechanically open and reveal the watch face beneath. The sheer size and clarity of these diamonds alone would make headlines, but together they form the crown jewels of an already staggering display. Surrounding the central stones are clusters of smaller diamonds in yellow, pink, and blue, meticulously set to create a vibrant kaleidoscope effect. This mixture of colors, cuts, and settings gives the watch an almost surreal appearance, like a jeweled bouquet frozen in time. The craftsmanship required to blend these hues so seamlessly speaks to Chopard's reputation as both a master jeweler and a serious watchmaker. Despite its focus on aesthetics, the watch still functions with precision timekeeping, though telling time is almost secondary here. The true allure is in the mechanics that animate the diamonds and the artistry that elevates the watch into a moving sculpture. Few timepieces balance horology and haute joaillerie on this scale, making the Chopard 201-carat watch an object of fascination across industries. To put its $25 million value into perspective, the cost equals entire art collections, luxury estates, or fleets of supercars. Yet for Chopard, this creation was less about selling a watch and more about showcasing what is possible when the rarest gems are combined with bold vision. The result is a watch that doesn't just rest on the wrist, it overwhelms the senses. The Chopard 201-carat watch remains one of the most iconic symbols of luxury excess, proof that in the world of high jewelry watches, there are no limits to ambition or imagination when diamonds lead the design. Number 5. Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillerie 101 Manchette. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillerie 101 Manchette stands as one of the most fascinating creations in luxury watchmaking, carrying a breathtaking price tag of $26 million. Designed by Swiss watchmaker Jaeger-LeCoultre, it is a fusion of engineering genius and jewelry mastery, transforming a timepiece into a work of wearable art. What makes this watch extraordinary is its use of the Caliber 101 movement, one of the smallest mechanical watch movements ever created. First introduced in 1929, the Caliber 101 weighs less than a gram, yet contains 98 individual components, each hand-assembled with microscopic precision. Its compact size allows it to be seamlessly embedded within the bracelet, turning the watch into more of a secret jewel than a conventional timekeeper. The bracelet itself is a marvel. Crafted in white gold and completely encrusted with diamonds, it features multiple rows of polished links that shimmer with light at every angle. The setting includes hundreds of individually chosen stones, each cut and matched to create a continuous river of brilliance around the wrist. The integration of the tiny movement into such a lavish design demonstrates the brand's dual mastery of horology and haute joaillerie. The watch is not only luxurious, but also historically significant. Queen Elizabeth II famously wore a Jaeger-LeCoultre watch powered by the same Caliber 101 during her coronation in 1953, cementing its legacy as both a royal and horological treasure. The Joaillerie 101 manchette builds on that heritage, elevating the miniature movement into the centerpiece of one of the most expensive watches ever made. At $26 million, this timepiece rivals the cost of private islands or top-tier art masterpiece. Yet its value lies not simply in the carats of diamonds it carries, but in the engineering audacity required to miniaturize mechanical watchmaking to such an extent. Very few workshops in the world could achieve this balance of delicacy, precision, and beauty. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillerie 101 manchette is more than an accessory. It's a demonstration of what happens when technical mastery collides with artistic vision. A hidden dial, a microscopic movement, and a cascade of diamonds combine to create a watch that doesn't just tell time. It quietly tells history. Number 4. Breguet Marie-Antoinette. The Breguet Marie-Antoinette is one of the most legendary watches ever created, carrying a staggering value of $30 million. Commissioned in the late 18th century for Queen Marie Antoinette of France, the watch was intended to be the ultimate symbol of craftsmanship, innovation, and extravagance. The Queen never lived to see it finished. She was executed in 1793, decades before the masterpiece was completed in 1827, long after both she and Abraham Louis Breguet, the genius behind it, had passed away. This pocket watch was designed with no expense spared. The instructions were clear: incorporate every complication known to watchmaking at the time. The result was a piece with 23 complications, including a perpetual calendar, minute repeater, thermometer, power reserve indicator, and even a chime that struck the hours automatically. Encased in gold and decorated with sapphires, the watch was as much an engineering marvel as it was a jewel fit for royalty. At its heart, the Marie Antoinette represented a revolution in horology. It showcased Breguet's brilliance in miniaturizing and layering mechanisms without compromising accuracy. For centuries, it was regarded as one of the most complicated watches in existence, embodying the spirit of innovation that defined Breguet's career. Its transparent crystal dial allowed admirers to view the intricate gears and springs in motion, giving the watch an almost theatrical presence. The story of the watch's fate adds another layer of intrigue. For many years, it was kept in the LA Mayer Museum of Islamic Art in Jerusalem. In 1983, it was stolen in one of the most daring museum heists of the century. For 2 decades, the masterpiece vanished from the public eye, fueling mystery and speculation. Then, in 2007, it was finally recovered, astonishing collectors and historians who feared it had been lost forever. Today, the Breguet Marie-Antoinette is valued at $30 million, not only for its complications and materials, but also for its remarkable story. It embodies the ambition of a queen, the genius of a watchmaker, and the drama of centuries of history. Few timepieces carry such a mix of artistry, scandal, and survival. It remains a treasure that transcends its function, standing as one of the most extraordinary creations in watchmaking history. Number 3. Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime Ref 6300A. The Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime Ref 6300A stands at the pinnacle of modern horology, carrying a jaw-dropping value of $31 million. Unlike most record-breaking watches made of gold or platinum, this masterpiece was crafted in stainless steel, an unusual choice that only adds to its allure. It was unveiled at the 2019 Only Watch charity auction in Geneva, where collectors battled fiercely for the chance to own the one and only piece in existence. The watch is an engineering marvel, boasting 20 complications, a level of complexity rarely achieved in wristwatches. Among its standout features are a grand and petite sonnerie, a minute repeater, an instantaneous perpetual calendar, and a second time zone display. Yet, what truly makes it extraordinary is its unique chiming alarm that strikes the time on demand, a function virtually unheard of in luxury watches. Add to that a date repeater, capable of chiming the day, and the result is an instrument that feels almost alive with mechanical intelligence. A double-faced design ensures that both sides of the watch showcase its mastery. On one side, the elegant salmon-colored dial displays the time and calendar, while the reverse side reveals further complications with a black dial for added contrast. This reversible case design allows the wearer to flip between 2 entirely different visual experiences, a feature that elevates it far beyond conventional wristwatches. The auction that made history took place on November 9, 2019. When the hammer finally fell at $31 million, the Grandmaster Chime Ref 6300A became the most expensive wristwatch ever sold at auction, surpassing even the legendary Paul Newman Rolex Daytona. The fact that its proceeds went to support medical research added to its legacy, making it not just a display of wealth, but also of purpose. What makes this timepiece so fascinating is the paradox it embodies. A stainless steel case, often associated with everyday watches, houses one of the most technically sophisticated movements ever made. That contrast between humble material and cutting-edge mastery is part of why collectors went to such extremes to secure it. The Grandmaster Chime Ref 6300A represents the heights of both artistry and mechanics. With 20 complications, a once-in-a-lifetime auction moment, and its staggering $31 million price tag, it stands as a watch that redefined what collectors thought was possible. Number 2. Graff Diamonds, the Fascination. The Graff Diamonds, the Fascination stands as one of the most breathtaking examples of what happens when fine watchmaking collides with unparalleled jewelry design. Priced at a staggering $40 million, this masterpiece isn't simply a timepiece. It is both a watch and an interchangeable jewel, pushing the limits of extravagance and versatility. At its heart lies a 38.13 carat D flawless pear-shaped diamond, one of the rarest and most perfect stones in existence. The term D flawless is not casually used in gemology. It represents the highest possible grading for both color and clarity. The diamond's cut captures and bends light in a way that creates a hypnotic brilliance, instantly drawing every eye in the room. This remarkable stone is detachable and can be worn as a ring, giving the Fascination a dual identity that elevates it beyond the category of convention all luxury watches. But the spectacle doesn't stop at the centerpiece. Surrounding the main diamond is a bracelet encrusted with 152.96 carats of white diamonds, each one precisely cut and meticulously set to create a seamless flow of light across the wrist. These stones blanket the structure of the bracelet, giving it a fluid, almost liquid shimmer. The timekeeping dial itself is discreet, tucked elegantly into the design so that the focus remains on the gems, yet it remains a fully functional watch crafted to the highest horological standards. What sets the Fascination apart isn't only the weight of its diamonds or its extraordinary value, but also the ingenuity of its design. By transforming from a watch into a standalone jewel, it redefines what high jewelry timepieces can achieve. It reflects the vision of Lawrence Graff, often called the King of Diamonds, whose reputation rests on acquiring and shaping some of the world's rarest stones. When the Fascination was unveiled, it immediately secured its place among the most expensive watches ever created. With its 38.113 carat removable centerpiece and near-lie 153 carats of surrounding diamonds, it remains a symbol of ultimate luxury, craftsmanship, and versatility. An object designed not merely to tell time, but to immortalize it in brilliance. Number 1. Graff Diamonds Hallucination. The Graff Diamonds Hallucination stands in a category of its own, a glittering spectacle that redefined what a watch could be. Priced at an astounding $55 million, this creation by Graff Diamonds is widely regarded as the most expensive watch ever crafted. It isn't merely a tool to tell time, but an audacious display of artistry, wealth, and engineering precision. What makes this masterpiece so extraordinary is its composition. Over 110 carats of rare-colored diamonds, each meticulously cut and polished into shapes ranging from marquise and pear to heart and round. Shades of pink, blue, yellow, green, and orange catch the light with every movement, creating a kaleidoscope effect across the wrist. The diamonds are seamlessly set into a platinum bracelet, forming a dazzling mosaic where the watch face blends almost invisibly into the arrangement. For many, it's less a timepiece and more a piece of wearable sculpture. Lawrence Graff, often referred to as the King of Diamonds, envisioned the hallucination as a statement to showcase the rarity and beauty of colored diamonds. In the world of high jewelry, these stones are among the most coveted, with vivid pink and blue diamonds fetching extraordinary sums at auctions. By combining them into one harmonious design, Graff transformed decades of gem-collecting expertise into a single object. Despite its jewelry-forward focus, the hallucination still functions as a watch, with a tiny quartz dial discreetly embedded among the diamonds. That dial, nearly camouflaged by the brilliance surrounding it, underscores the concept that timekeeping here is almost secondary. The true purpose lies in spectacle, the kind that sparks headlines, whispers of envy, and discussions about the limits of luxury. For context, $55 million could purchase a fleet of private jets, multiple luxury mansions, or a collection of historic sports cars. Yet for Graff, channeling such value into a single watch was about creating a symbol that would cement his brand's reputation in both horology and haute joaillerie. The hallucination isn't simply about excess. It reflects rarity, craftsmanship, and a challenge to conventional boundaries between function and ornament. This watch isn't worn to keep track of minutes. It's worn to stop time altogether. So, that was the countdown of the top 7 most expensive watches only billionaires know in 2025. Pieces that go far beyond telling time and stand as symbols of power, history, and unimaginable luxury. If you enjoyed exploring these horological masterpieces and want more stories about the world's rarest treasures, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss the next journey into the extraordinary world of wealth, design, and craftsmanship.